I will stand by and I will defend good and honest critiques of Donald Trump. I will stand by and defend people who are maybe critiquing Trump's decision, but doing so in a way that I think is logically consistent and makes sense to me. Again, when Matt Walsh lays out his critique of the Iran war, it makes perfect sense to me. There's areas where I may disagree with Walsh. And I'm not a rah, yeah, let's bomb Iran more. That's not me at all. And I certainly don't want a nation building exercise in Iran. I don't want any of that. I just understand what led us to this point, and I'm sympathetic to some of the arguments for it. Other arguments I'm less sympathetic to. But I understand where Matt's coming from. I understand where other people who have had criticisms of Donald Trump, I understand why Riley Gaines was upset about that whole Jesus post. I was upset about it and said so. So this is not an either or proposition. I don't have to love and worship Trump or hate and completely oppose him. I can take the things that I think are good. I can take the things that I think are appreciate, and I can stand by and support those. I can take the things that I wish were better and ask for better. I can take the things that I think are wrong and say that they're wrong. And I can do all of this within the context of understanding that Donald Trump is not a dictator. He doesn't have supreme executive authority to do whatever he wants. I can understand that when I look at individual decisions, that there's multiple things that factor into those decisions. Some of it could be good intel, some of it could be bad intel. I can look at all of that, and then I could come to what I believe is a fairly logical and reasonable position. What I'm seeing of Tucker Carlson is increasingly unreasonable positions that don't follow from the evidence he presents. And that has to be explained by something. And that's the explanation I want. So I'm sorry Tucker feels like, he feels tormented that he helped Donald Trump get elected. I would have felt tormented if Kamala Harris had been elected, because I think she would have done her level best to actually torment us. And she would have thought it was for our own good. And so for a lot of these guys now that are just, the sky is falling constantly, every single day, the sky is falling. No, it isn't. But a large reason why it isn't falling, a large reason why we're not as bad off as some people seem to want to think we are all the time, is in large part because of that last election cycle. It's because Donald Trump got elected and we had a good Supreme Court and we had majorities in Congress. Not as many as we would want, and they haven't done as much as I would have liked, but they've done significant things. And they have prevented significantly bad things from happening. If you don't believe that, just go look at Virginia.